Today, the colors are presented on the field by the Clemson University's Company C4 Pershing Rifles, Kathleen Close commanding. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise as we move to the patriotic portion of our pregame. We are joined in the west end zone by family members of fallen soldiers from the state of South Carolina. We now pause in memory of these soldiers who gave the ultimate sacrifice as their names are displayed on PAW Vision. Thank you. Let's show our appreciation for these heroic families with a warm Clemson welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, earlier today we were treated to a flyover by 4 F-16s from the 169th Fighter Wing, 157th Fighter Squadron, South Carolina Air National Guard, McEntire Joint National Guard Base. Flying the F-16s and pictured here were Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Boards Kaminsky, Lieutenant Colonel Zachary Size Counts, Major Brian Cage Zumbro, and Major Keith Poker Moore. Joining us here today are the crew members who coordinated the flyover from the ground. Please welcome Lieutenant Colonel Justin Glock Mock and Lieutenant Colonel Sean Hyde Rinbarger. Thank you for your service and for your flyover today. How about a big round of applause for these fellas?
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, direct your attention high in the sky. This is your Special Forces Association parachute team. The team is made up of active duty service members, retired service members, and DOD dependents. Today's jump is sponsored by Prisma Health's Military and Government Liaison Office. Charles Hammond from Rock Hill, South Carolina, with 6,234 career jumps, will be bringing in the Tiger. And Ron Alley from Honeypath, South Carolina, with 5,578 career jumps, will be bringing in the American flag. The jumpers are performing a free fall jump from 6,500 feet. The jumpers are out and the smoke is on. The team leader is looking at the opening point and adjusting for free fall drift. Each jumper is falling at speeds in excess of 120 miles per hour. The team leader has waved off, indicating to each parachutist to activate their main parachutes. And there you have the varied colored parachutes of the Special Forces Association parachute team. Watch each jumper as they use their controls to steer their canopies, allowing them to descend onto the football field. Coming in first is the Tiger. Ladies and gentlemen, the flag being jumped today may touch the ground. No disrespect is intended. The forward speed, size, and weight attached to the flag prohibit anyone from even attempting to catch it. The flag will be recovered as quickly as possible with the greatest care, ceremony, and respect possible. Patriots Point Naval and Maritime Museum is a proud partner of today's game. Please turn your attention to the west end zone where retired Navy Commander Paul Waters, joined by Patriots Point Executive Director Larry Murray, is accepting today's game ball on behalf of all our veterans. Commander Waters flew UH-1 Huey gunships in the Vietnam before finishing out his Navy career at the Naval War College. Please give a round of applause for Commander Paul Waters. the Clemson University Tiger Band.
The captains for the Tigers, number 5, T. Higgins. Number 58, Patrick Phipps. Number 48, Will Spires. Number 43, Chad Smith. Walking out with the captains today are the Block C Club honorary captains. Today we're joined by George Duckworth, 1968 to 1970 U.S. Army veteran, and Ford Gibson, 1972 to 1975 U.S. Navy veteran. Welcome back, these Clemson legends.
Gentlemen, welcome to today's ball game. Before we get started, let me introduce a very special guest here, George Duckworth and Ford Gibson. Say hello to these men.
How y'all doing?
Okay, Wofford, you're the visiting team. You're going to make the call. What's your call? You're calling tails. The helmet is heads. That's tails. We'll let it hit the ground. And you call tails. It is tails. Wofford has won the toss. Will defer their choice to the second half. Clemson wants to receive. Wofford, which way you want to kick? That way. Your back's this way, please. Clemson, you're back that way. Wofford won the toss, deferred to the second half. Good luck, gentlemen.
Captain Michael Stahl was serving in Vietnam on January 21st, 1968. While maintaining a combat outpost, his company came under enemy attack. After the defensive positions were penetrated by the enemy, Captain Stahl, although having received shrapnel wounds, led 8 Marines to safety. He then launched a one-man assault, enabling several wounded Marines to be evacuated. As he advanced further up the trench line, Captain Stahl encountered enemy soldiers who tried to capture him. Although receiving bayonet wounds and having his M16 malfunction, he was able to get the upper hand, which allowed the evacuation of more wounded Marines. Captain Stahl continued his attack, and although wounded for the 3rd time, continued directing suppressive fire into the attacking enemy forces. By his bold courage and steadfast dedication, Captain Stahl received the Navy Cross, the United States military's 2nd highest decoration awarded for valor in combat. Ladies and gentlemen, a true hero, Captain Michael Stahl. Our military recognitions continue with our Medal of Honor Spotlight. Major General Patrick Brady served in the Army. On January 6, 1968, Brady was serving in Vietnam as a helicopter pilot. He was supposed to be off duty that day. However, there was an extraordinary situation that required his help. He rose quickly, and despite warnings that the mission was impossible, he set out to rescue the injured. On 2 occasions, his aircrafts were hit by enemy fire and were damaged by an exploding mine on a 3rd. 2 crew members were wounded, and by nightfall, his 3 aircrafts had over 400 holes in them. Most notably, Brady and his crew had rescued nearly 100 wounded soldiers. Brady and his crew extracted soldiers from areas where others had failed. In his 2 tours in Vietnam, Brady flew over 2,000 combat missions and rescued over 5,000 injured soldiers. For his actions, he was awarded the Medal of Honor by President Nixon, America's highest and most prestigious personal military decoration. Please welcome Major General Patrick Brady. On the field today is Professor of the Game Johnny McGregor, Professor of Dairy Product Processing and Quality Management in the College of Agriculture, Forestry, and Life Sciences. Dr. McGregor teaches courses like Dairy Foods Processing and Dairy Product Evaluation. He also serves as the advisor for the 55 Exchange, a student-run enterprise that designs, manufactures, sells, and serves Clemson ice cream and other products. Also being recognized is staff member of the game, Amy Cobb. Amy has been with Clemson University Police Department since 2017 and was promoted to a sergeant this summer. Her career has included multiple stints in law enforcement, as well as 21 years of service in the U.S. Army Reserves and with the Louisiana Army National Guard. She was a military police officer and achieved the rank of Sergeant First Class while serving deployments to Iraq in 2004 and 2010. Help us thank Dr. McGregor and Amy Cobb for their service to Clemson. We're honored to be joined by some of the nation's top military leaders here in Memorial Stadium, and we'd like to introduce them to you today. We have retired Rear Admiral Bill Shakti, retired Major General James Linder, retired Major General Mark Dillon, Major General Ed Jackson, Major General Timothy Kelly, Major General Timothy Sheriff, Brigadier General Milford Beagle, Brigadier General Rob Collins, Brigadier General T.J. Edwards, Brigadier General James F. Glenn, retired Brigadier General Carlos Hill, Brigadier General Brad Owens, Brigadier General Frank Rice, and President CEO of Student Veterans of America, Jared Lyon. How about a big round of applause for these highly decorated group of leaders? Jeffrey Rohleder fought in 2 wars, the first Gulf War in the U.S. Air Force in 1991 and in the U.S. Army in Afghanistan in 2009-2010. He was in local law enforcement for 17 years between his combat tours. In November of 2010, during a 6-day mission, Jeffrey was conducting counterinsurgency operation as a gun truck commander in Afghanistan. He was hit by an IED and was medevaced to forward operating base Shank. Jeffrey was medically discharged because of the severity of his wounds and was unable to return to law enforcement because of these injuries. He received 9 awards, including the Humanitarian Service Medal. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Jeffrey Rohleder. Clemson University is proud to partner with Purple Heart Homes and play a role in assisting with Sergeant Rohleder's renovations. We'd like to offer a special thank you to Operation Hat Trick, along with our other supporting partners who are joining us on the field today. Please welcome Joe Keane, 47 Brand, Trent Demori, Coliseum USA, Krista Bayless, CLC, Jenny Stiles, CLC, Sean Costigan, Fanatics. How about a round of applause for this great group? Since 2007, the Folds of Honor has carried forth a mission to provide scholarships to spouses and children of America's fallen and disabled service members. The Clemson women's golf team has partnered with Folds of Honor to carry a golf bag in each competition this season to honor Captain Mark Stubenhofer, who was killed in the line of duty in 2004 when his unit was attacked by small arms fire while conducting dismounted operations in Baghdad. Captain Stubenhofer was a Clemson grad, and his daughter Lauren is a current student at Clemson. The bag will be auctioned off at the end of the season, and the proceeds will go to Folds of Honor. At this time, head women's golf coach Kelly Hester is presenting a bag to Lauren Stubenhofer in honor of her father and his incredible sacrifice to our country. How about a big round of applause? Upstate Warrior Solution is a nonprofit organization that connects warriors and their families to resources and opportunities, leads them through the process of self-empowerment, and inspires the community to embrace local warriors and their families as valued neighbors and friends. Clemson University is proud to partner with UWS in support of our veterans in the upstate. It's especially fitting today at our military appreciation game that Ashley Holbrook and Tommy Preston are here to present Upstate Warrior Solution with a check for $185,000. The Boeing Company is proud to invest in organizations that assist upstate veterans and their families to help them reach their full potential in their civilian careers. Upstate Warrior Solutions is a grassroots organization assisting veterans and their families here in the upstate. How about a big round of applause?
As Tiger Band makes their way to the field, at this time we ask that you direct your attention to the west end zone. For today, we want to recognize Clemson student veterans who are leading out our veterans and active duty military. Grouped by the branch of the military in which they serve, we will highlight each branch as Tiger Band pays tribute with our armed forces medley. We ask those veterans not on the field to please stand and be recognized when your branch song is played. The Marines. The Coast Guard. The Air Force. The Navy. The Army. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise. Today, we remember all those who have made the ultimate sacrifice, especially remembering those Gold Star families who are with us today. Now, please direct your attention to the east 10-yard line where the Clemson University Ranger Club is placing a soldier cross display to honor the fallen. Today's 21-gun salute will be conducted by the Pershing Rifles in the east end zone. Cadet and veterans present arms. Taps will be performed by Tiger Band. Order arms. Today, we honor the 493 alumni of Clemson University who have given the ultimate sacrifice in service to our country. Those who died while performing their military duties and are memorialized on the Scroll of Honor just outside the east side of Memorial Stadium. As Tiger Band plays Amazing Grace, keep your eyes on our veterans in the West End Zone as they hold up 493 stars. To conclude our Military Appreciation Day halftime, Tiger Band plays the official march of the United States of America, Stars and Stripes Forever.